musical this year. This has always been a huge production with first and fourth grade, and obviously we couldn't do that this year, but we didn't let it stop us. We still have a fun show for fourth grade to present to you. We were talking earlier, school performance is before y'all this year. Usually we have everybody in here together, but we let our elementary kids and their teachers spread out all over the auditorium, and they came in earlier and saw the show. And it's super cute. But we chatted a little bit because this year has, of course, been weird, and we've said it over and over again. We say it every day. We think it every day. But I had the kids raise their hand, and I said, if you come to music remote, if any of you have ever been quarantined this year and you came to music remotely, raise your hand. Hands went up all over this auditorium. The kids have been phenomenal. They love to come to music class, and it makes my heart feel good. I want it to be fun, and I think they have fun. There's some of you who've had your kids coming in remotely this year, and I appreciate that. I mean, fourth grade has a long day. They by far of any grade in this entire school district come to school all day long remotely when they're supposed to. And I applaud you for your dedication of, or just making them dedicated enough to do that. We always talk about what it means to be a roughneck. And this group right here, they are roughnecks, and they are going to do some great things in this school eventually. We had, the last 3 weeks, 2 kids in quarantine throughout all of our play practices. They would come to play practice at 7:30 in the morning on their computer, and they would practice their lines and listen to me talk, and they knew exactly what to do when they got here this week. So you won't even be able to tell who they were. But we have one guy still in quarantine, and he's here today. We were practicing Monday, and I put him in live, and I stuck him down there, and he was shooting up on here. I don't know what he was seeing. And we're talking, and I'm all the way in the back of the auditorium telling them to talk loud so I can hear them. And we started to sing, and when it got to his line, I didn't know whose line it was, and I'm like, whose line is this? And all of a sudden, I heard Jose online saying his line, and I went, oh my gosh, Jose, you're in the show. Awesome, we can hear you. So here is Jose the elf. And he does a wonderful job. So he's here too. We have all of our fourth graders in the show today. We hope that you will enjoy. We know that you will. The kids loved it, but you're going to love it even more. The Elves Imposter.
I'm Elvis.
Elvis? What it
should be tolerant and understanding. So where is Elvis now? Elvis has left the building. What? It's freezing outside. Go and find him immediately. You elves have an important lesson to learn.
Hands on your hips, now twist to the beat.
being the enforcer. Just the enforcer up here, man. And thank you, Miss Davis, for stepping in today. Our 2 videographers were not here at school today, so she's stepped in and she didn't know what she was getting into, so thank you. Thanks to all of you for getting your kids here early or letting them stay late, for listening to them at home, because I'm sure you got to hear it at home. We appreciate that. They love it so much, and it's so much fun. And we are so grateful for our school who supports us and lets us have a good music program, and just the ability to be able to do this year in and year out. So we thank you, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a better new year. That's what we're going to call it this year. 2021 is going to rock, I think. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you visit with your kiddos, but I know it's not the best of weather outside. We were thinking about going out, but what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a few minutes to kind of spread out around the auditorium into your family groups, and once we look like everybody's kind of spread apart, then I'll tell the kids, find your families, and you can visit, and then y'all can come up and take pictures, just trying to keep the social distance. Okay, the kiddos have their masks, so y'all get those on. I asked them not to put them on. This is not how we usually look. We don't usually spread out like this, but it actually worked out okay this year, and it was a lot of fun, and it worked, and the kids are so good about masks and staying apart, and if you look at them and go, hey, they know immediately they need to spread out. So we appreciate your being here again. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming over there, and let's go. Everybody can take off and